Every year in Wisconsin, approximately 50 pedestrians are killed by motor vehicles, and an additional 1,200 pedestrians are injured, often seriously, on Wisconsin roadways. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street where both the people driving and the people crossing the street share the responsibility for paying attention and making sure everyone arrives at their destination safely. The state of Wisconsin has a number of pedestrian safety laws. Here are the top 4 laws that all drivers and pedestrians should know and follow. Number 1. Look for and yield to pedestrians. This law must be followed, whether a pedestrian is crossing the street or crossing a sidewalk entering an alley or driveway. Meanwhile, pedestrians should pay attention and not just assume a driver sees them even though they have the right of way. Number 2. When turning, look for and yield to people crossing both streets. This is especially important at busy intersections, where pedestrians might easily populate the crosswalk in front of you and the crosswalk on the street you're turning into. Pedestrians should try to make eye contact with turning vehicles to establish that the driver sees them. Number 3. Yield to pedestrians at all intersections, marked or not. This is a very important law to know, since some drivers might incorrectly assume that if an intersection doesn't have a marked crosswalk, they don't need to yield to pedestrians. This common misperception is why pedestrians should pay extra attention when crossing an unmarked intersection. Number 4. Always stop before passing a car stopped for a pedestrian. Crossing roads with 2 or more lanes can be extra hazardous for pedestrians, since more cars means more potential for problems. That's why drivers in these situations should always watch for other vehicles that are stopped for pedestrians and never pass them until the person has successfully crossed the street. Remember, everyone is a pedestrian. Even people who drive almost everywhere at some point will be in the position of having to cross a busy street on foot. That's why learning these top 4 laws, as well as other pedestrian safety tips, is important. Go to zeroinwisconsin.gov/pedestrian to learn more. And let's all do our part to reduce the number of preventable traffic deaths in Wisconsin to 0. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives.